When I was a kid, one of the staples in our household were chicken and mango rissoles. So today, I'm gonna jazz them up, turn it into a burger, and show you how you can do it really easily. So first thing you need is chicken mince. So I've got 500 grams of that. I'm gonna chuck that into a bowl. To go with that, I'm gonna dice an onion. Now, Mum would never dice an onion because this was a bit too hard for her, but she would sometimes add a bit of spring onion. So you can do that at home as well. But I'm gonna add a diced red onion, nice and fine, so it'll cook while we cook our burgers. So we'll go in with our onion, and we're gonna whack in a pinch of salt. Now, mango chutney. So this adds heaps of flavour, packs a lot of punch, and takes from just a boring, chicken patty to something delicious and fresh. Now, I don't think Mum added lemon zest, but I'm going to. I think Mum probably would have added some sweet chilli, but I'm just gonna add some chilli flakes. Just a sprinkle. Now, I've got some gloves here, because we're gonna get messy. I thought I'd chuck some gloves on rather than getting my hands too dirty. We're gonna mix this all together so we've got nice bits of mango and onion through our mince. That's all nice and combined. It adds a really nice colour too with that mango. It's nice and pretty and yellow. Just that little bit of sweetness which chicken loves. So to form our patties, we're gonna roll them into a bowl, about yay big. I'm gonna get 4 out of each batch, and then we're just gonna flatten in our hands. Oh, now I've forgotten one step. I wanna add some sesame seeds into our plate here. So we get them nice and flat and nice and round, and then we go into our sesame seeds. And do the same again. So we want our patties about 1 centimetre thick. Now, Mum didn't do this step, but I've put our patties onto some sesame seeds, and I'm gonna crust them in sesame seeds. So flip them over and get some nice sesame seeds on both sides. All this is gonna do is add some nice crunch and texture, little bits of pops of sesame. So our pan's up to temperature. Now I want it on a medium heat, not on a high heat, because I want to cook our sesame seeds nice and slowly without burning them and having raw chicken in the middle. So olive oil and then a nice pinch of salt on our patties. We're gonna put our patties in there, seasoned side down. So the side with the salt down. Now you hear that, just a nice sizzle, but not spitting and really, really hot. It's exactly what I want. We get nice golden brown sesame seeds and beautifully cooked chicken. And these will shrink up a little bit, which is absolutely fine. So to serve these burgers on, I've got some brioche buns here. These are absolutely delicious. Really buttery, nice and sweet, and nice and soft. I'm gonna cut these in half, because we're gonna toast them while our burgers rest. If you want to do these at canapé, cold serve really nice slider buns as well, so mini version of these brioches. You make 8 patties instead of 4, make them a little bit smaller, they cook quicker, and they'll wow all your friends at a dinner party or a canapé function. Also just got some iceberg lettuce here. Now I love iceberg, it's super crispy. If it's straight out the fridge and it's sliced really thinly, it adds such a nice crispness and freshness. I absolutely love it. So shred that nice and finely. Here you can use any lettuce you like, even some cabbage that you might want to pickle lightly. So we're about halfway through on our patties. Just gonna flip them over. You can see a nice golden crust. That's exactly what I wanted. That is looking sensational. Now I'm gonna toast our brioche buns off in a griddle pan, just to get some nice coloration on there. So we'll get that hot. That'll give us nice bar marks on our toasted bun. And while we do that, I'm gonna pick some coriander and put in some nice coriander picking music. So our burgers are almost done. They're looking really good. I'm gonna go in and start toasting off our brioches. So I always toast the cut side first, and for the most time. I don't like to toast the top or the bottom too much. We need just do a little bit to soften it. Then we're gonna build our burgers. And the thing that makes our burgers special is peri peri dressing. So it's a really zesty, fresh, spicy mayo. You see you get a little bar mark, and we just turn our buns 180. Again, you don't have to do this. This is just completely to make it look good. And I think if food looks good, then it tastes good. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Golden brown on the outside, be nice and soft in the middle. Now we're just gonna turn our buns over. See a nice crosshatch on the bottom. Now all we want to do now is just soften the tops and the bottom, so we don't want to mark them up too much, so maybe 30 seconds on each side, and then we're going to build. Now our buns are grilled, our burgers are ready. It's time for the fun bit. We're going to build our peri peri chicken burgers. So we're going to lay our buns out, and I always build burgers from the bottom. So we start with our peri peri mayo. You want a good whack of that on the bottom. And then we're gonna chuck on our sliced lettuce. Just a little bit on each. We don't want too much salad, just enough for that crispiness and that freshness. And then we're gonna top it with our heroes. mango chicken burgers. Now these are gonna be hanging out the side, big and bold, and I kind of like that. The next thing we're gonna do is chuck on some coriander, just to wilt it down a bit, get it nice and fragrant with that heat. I'm gonna top that with some pickled jalapenos. Now I'm gonna be generous with these because I love them. If you didn't like spice, you could leave them off. You could just chuck on some sliced dill pickles, and then just a nice squeeze of our peri peri mayo over the top. I mean, this looks pretty good already, doesn't it? These are our oversized chicken burgers. But there you have it. That's my peri peri chicken burger with the mango chutney chicken patty that my mum made. Now, the imitation's never better than the original, so it's pretty good, but it's not as good as my mum's. Love you, Mum.